All right, so it is Warhammer time. Today we are looking at the joytoy Warhammer 40K Ultramarines Terminator Captain Severus Agemman. If I said that wrong, feel free to correct me. However, I'm going on with the review. So, from what I understand about this character here, is that he is next in line to be the chapter master. The chapter master is, I keep forgetting his name. I know it starts with an M. Calgar. I want to say that's his last name. I will be getting this figure. I ordered it from AliExpress. We'll see how long that takes to get here. But I will start off by saying this. This dude is well adorned. Flashy is to say the least. But yeah, I mean, he's a Terminator. I love the Terminators. It's my favorite armor in Warhammer. I like the entire lore behind the Terminators. He has a sword. If you want to see that, the entire lore behind the Terminator armor and like just its use and the fact that only veterans can use it and I think that's crazy. But I mean, it's interesting because it creates like a hierarchy, right? So, which Warhammer 40K is full of hierarchies and cults and religious dogma and you name it, it's in there. But yeah. So I'm gonna say, if you're into Warhammer, I definitely recommend these figures. I think I've said it before. They are some of the best on the market. They're not without their issues though. I've definitely experienced some QC issues here and there, and don't expect to get dynamic posing out of these guys. You're gonna get some posing, but you gotta learn how to pose your figures if you want those cream of the crop poses. So I would say if you like it, definitely get one. Yeah, just get one. Get your regular old Space Marine. You ain't gotta be a Terminator. I know I recommend it, but just get one. Test it out. See how you feel. Just like I promise you, when you get this in hand, you're gonna be wowed immediately. I promise. They have that factor. People who've seen them, they look and they're just like, oh, like it's a different feeling. When you're used to your Hasbro, McFarlane, and all that stuff, and then you get one of these, it's a whole nother feeling. So, I'm gonna save doing a whole lot of articulation. I feel like even though you can, like, I could show you the articulation, but it's like you're gonna look at that and be like, oh my god, that's severely limited. But these guys are in big old armor. Like the fact that they can even move at all is amazing. But these guys are all about the pose. Like once you get that good pose, and they stand like a champ. It doesn't take a whole lot to get them to stand. Bam. Like you get the point. So all I'm gonna say is this. Like, let's say I put him here, and he is a Terminator captain, right? He is of the first company. But I don't have many first company Terminators, but I do have some other ones, right? So let's say he's leading the charge, and you got this guy backing him up, who's also another Terminator. Then you got this guy in the back with a missile pack. And then because you guys know that they need some motivation to go and purge heresy and all of that, right? Let's do this. Let's bring him up a bit, right? Let's bring him over here, and then let's put him here. Like, if you can see what's happening here, I'm creating a little scene for you guys. They need some motivation, right? Bam. You put a Terminator chaplain in the back. First, hold on. Let me just show you what my man here is rocking. He needs his own review, and I think I will do one eventually. Look at my man here. Look at my guy. Look at him. If you've seen this guy, you're like, what is this? You know, and these guys are rocking the same type of armor, but like I said, it's a different variation of it, right? All Terminators, you know, they're all Terminator armors, but they're different versions. And that is what I like about the Terminator armors. Like, they're so good. But voila, you got this guy in the back. He's, you know, saying whatever dogma they need to hear. You got this guy. He's coming up, you know, on the back with the missile pack. You got this guy with the freaking hammer and the shield. And then you got Agemman in the front leading it. Man, come on. You know, like, this is why I like this toy line so much. I mean, man, like, I can't say enough good things about this toy line. There are some bad things. There are some QC issues that arise, and I will say, luckily, they are easily fixed. I experienced none with these that I have here, but there will be some other videos where I'll talk about some other ones. For example, I did get the Jump Pack Sergeant recently, and I will be doing a review about that one. And that is one that I did have a QC issue with. It was fixable, but it is what it is. Again, no matter how much I love it, I'm not going to put the cape on for any company. A issue is an issue, and it needs to be talked about, right? So, moving on. This is what, man, all right, let me just move these guys, because I'm sitting here salivating at the mouth. I love them. I love these figures. They're definitely some of my favorite figures in my collection. So, yeah. Do I recommend it? Absolutely. If you can't tell by the amount of happiness that I am shooting out at the moment, I definitely recommend these guys to. I don't do this often, but I would definitely, to anybody who's even remotely curious, just pick up one. Just pick up one, see where it goes from there. You know, but yeah, I recommend them. They're so good. You know, and whatever you do, just don't I took them out the camera because I had to do something, but whatever you do, just don't go crazy like I am. Because, man, I have amassed a little mountain of joytoy, but I don't regret nothing. I don't regret nothing. So yeah, I recommend them. I'm just kind of doing some rough posing, you know, just to kind of give you an idea of what you're looking at. Yeah, man, that dude just looks like he's finna lead the charge. You know, like, I like it. I hope his character does eventually become a chapter master. Unfortunately, that means somebody has to die. So I don't want the other guy to die either, because I actually like Calgar. Like I said, I'm excited to get him. I saw him in Space Marine 2. I thought he was dope when he powered himself out of the whatchamacallit situation. I am talking about a whole nother character. Let's go back to Agemman, because he was not in the game. So, from my understanding, I will talk about this. There's a model, right? And this is like the second version. Like, this is based on the second one. There's another one that joytoy did as well. I'm not going to get it, because that's one thing I'm going to say about this line. There is a whole lot of variety. And there is freedom of choice to how you want to build your squads and teams or whatever. I chose to go with Agemman, but there is another version that I think is supposed to be him as well, but they later updated and went to this. So, and you Warhammer guys, y'all can come correct me. I'm new, so be easy on me. But I recommend this figure. I think it's dope. Man, every time I get one, I'm just like excited to rip the little joytoy saran wrap off of it, because I just know that I'm in for something good. So, That being said, I highly recommend the figure. I think I've said that a dozen times now. And you do not find these toys on the shelf, unfortunately. But if you did, my saying would stand. If you like it, buy it. If you don't, leave it for somebody else. Y'all have a good one.